Hi friends, welcome to today's session. In my last class I discussed on histogram equalization. Also I derived expressions for histogram equalization for both continuous intensity levels and discrete intensity levels. Today I am going to explain histogram equalization with an example. Okay, so let us consider an example, that is, perform histogram equalization on a 3-bit image of size 64 cross 64 pixels. The intensity distribution of the image is given below. So we know that why do we perform histogram equalization, right? To improve the quality of the image. So now an image is given which is a 3-bit image. So if it is a 3-bit image, we know that the number of intensity levels of 3-bit image is L is equal to 2 power 3, which is equal to 8. So first thing is that we need to find out the number of intensity levels for this given image. Okay. Next, here in this problem they have given it's a 3-bit image of size 64 cross 64 pixels. So here the size of the image is given. So this is an image of 64 cross 64 pixels. That means here you have 64 number of rows and 64 number of columns. Therefore, the total number of pixels in this particular image Mn is equal to 64 cross 66, which is equal to 4096 pixels. Okay, so here the total number of pixels in the given image is 4096 and it has 8 discrete intensity levels. Okay, so let me write here the number of pixels. The total number of pixels intensity levels L is equal to 8 and total number of pixels for the given image is equal to 4096 pixels. We know this. As well, they have given the intensity distribution of this image. So this is a gray scale image having 8 discrete intensity levels ranging from 0 to 7. So whenever they say you have L number of intensity levels, that is 8, then the total intensity levels ranges from 0 to L minus 1, that is from 0 to 7. So here you have 8 discrete intensity levels, and in the lower row they have given the number of pixels having that particular intensity level. So here in this particular given image there are 790 pixels having the gray level 0 and 1023 number of pixels are having gray level 1 and 850 number of pixels are having gray level 2, 656 pixels are having gray level 3, 329 pixels having gray level 4 and 245 pixels having gray level 5 and 122 pixels having gray level 6 and 81 pixels having gray level 7. So if at all you sum all these pixels, the total number of pixels must be again it is 4096. Okay, so if they have not given the size of the image in the problem, then you need to find out the total number of pixels by adding these pixels, and it is again 4096. Okay, so now here they have given intensity distribution. Using this we need to find out the histogram equalization of this particular image. Okay, so for that let me consider a table. So here Rk is given, that is the gray level, NK, the number of pixels having that particular gray level is given. So let me copy the same. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And number of pixels is 790, 1023, 850, 656, 329, 245, 122, 81. So this is the intensity distribution of the given image. So let me plot the graph of the given image. NK versus RK. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the maximum value of NK is 1023. So now for this column NK, let us plot a graph of NK versus RK to understand the intensity distribution of the given image. Okay. So when RK is equal to 0, that is R0. So this is R0, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7. Okay. So for R0, the amplitude is the number of pixels having the gray level 0 is 790. So approximately it is here 790. And the number of pixels having gray level 1 is 1023. Approximately somewhere it is here 1023. Number of pixels having in gray level 2 is 850. Number of pixels having gray level 3 is 656. Number of pixels having gray level 4 is 329. Number of pixels having gray level 5 is 245. Number of pixels having gray level 6 is 122. Number of pixels having gray level 7 is 81. So now this is the intensity distribution of the given image. So now look at this graph. Here easily we can make out that more number of pixels lies towards lower intensity level, that is towards 0. So from this we can say that this is the darker image. So this is a poor quality image. We need to improve the quality of this image. We need to improve the contrast of this image. For that we use histogram equalization. Okay. So now the next step to find out the histogram equalization of this particular image is to find out the normalized histogram. The normalized histogram is represented by PR of RK, which is equal to NK by Mn. So we know that Mn is 4096, that is the total number of pixels. So to find out the normalized histogram PR of RK, this can be calculated using the formula NK by Mn. I have given this expression in my previous session. So NK by Mn, here NK is 790. 790 divided by 4096 is equal to 0.19. So similarly 1023 divided by 4096 is 0.25 and 850 divided by 4096 is 0.21 and 656 divided by 496 is 0.16. 329 divided by 496 is 0.08. 245 divided by 496 is 0.06. 122 divided by 496 is 0.03 and 81 divided by 496 is 0.02. Okay. So here Nk represents the number of intensity levels having the gray level of that particular Rk. Okay. So Nk divided by the total number of pixels of this image gives the normalized histogram. So now let us plot this normalized histogram, that is PR of Rk versus Rk graph. Okay. So now PR of Rk represents the normalized histogram. Or the probability density function. So this is equal to maximum value is 0.25, 0.05, 0.10, 0.15, 0.20, 0.25. So now here to plot PR of Rk, this column versus this column, Rk column. So PR of Rk is 0.19 when R naught is equal to 0. So when Rk is equal to 0, it is 0.19. When Rk is equal to 1, it is equal to 0.25. For Rk is equal to 1, it is 0.25. For Rk is equal to 2, it is 0.21. 0.21. When Rk is equal to 3, it is 0.16. When Rk is equal to 4, it is 0.08. When Rk is equal to 5, it is 0.06. When Rk equals 6, it is 0.03. When it is 7, it is 0.02. So this is the probability density function, that is the normalized histogram of the given image. So now, this is the given image and we need to find out the histogram equalization of this particular image, and this is a discrete image. So that means this is the image having discrete intensity values. So we need to find out the histogram equalization using the transformation function. So here these intensity values should be converted into new intensity values in order to produce histogram equalization image. To transform the intensity levels from this to new intensity levels, we need to use transformation functions, and for the discrete intensity values, we know that the transformation function what we use is Sk, which is equal to T of Rk. I have discussed on this in my previous session. So for discrete values, for discrete intensity values, the transformation function is given by Sk is equal to T of Rk, which is equal to L minus 1 summation j equals 0 to k PR of Rj. So this is the formula to find out the transformation function. Right, this we have discussed in our previous session. So now let us find out the new intensity values using the transformation function, that is Sk. So now for this case 1, when k is equal to 0, Now for k is equal to 0, this is equal to S naught is equal to T of R naught, which is equal to, what is L here? So in the image, given image, since it is 3-bit image, the intensity level is 2 power 3, which is equal to 8. Therefore L is equal to 8. L minus 1 is 7, which represents the maximum intensity value of this particular image. So 7 summation of j equals 0 to k. Here k is equal to 0. So PR of Rj, which is nothing but 7 into PR of R naught. So what is probability density function of R naught? Probability density function of R naught is 0.19. Therefore 7 into 0.19, which is nothing but 1.33. Okay. So now similarly for k is equal to 1. So now I got for S naught, which is equal to 1.33 here. Now let me consider for k is equal to 1. For k is equal to 1, S1 is equal to T of R1, which is equal to summation j equals 0 to 1 PR of Rj. So which is equal to 7 into, here j varies from 0 to 1. So PR of R naught plus 7 into PR of R1. Anyway, we know this value. 7 into PR of R naught is 1.33. 1.33 plus 7 into PR of R1. Probability density function of R1 is 0.25. It is 0.25, which is equal to 3.08. Okay. Next, for k is equal to 2. Now for k equals 1, S1 is equal to 3.08. Now let us find out for k equals 2. For k equals 2, S2 is equal to T of R2, which is equal to 7 into summation j equals 0 to 2 PR of Rj. So now here you have three values for j equals 0, 1 and 2. 7 into PR of R naught plus 7 into PR of R1 plus 7 into PR of R2. Anyway, we know the value of 7 into PR of R0 plus 7 into PR of R1 is nothing but 3.08 plus 7 into probability density function of R2 is 0.21. So this is equal to 4.55. Okay, so now S2 is equal to 4.55. Next, when k is equal to 3, for k is equal to 3, S3 is equal to T of R3, which is equal to 7 into summation j equals 0 to k, here k is 3 and PR of Rj. Now here we have 4 values for j equals 0, 1, 2 and 3. So 7 into PR of R0 plus 7 into PR of R1 plus 7 into PR of R2 plus 7 into PR of R3, which is equal to, now we know the value of 7 into PR of R0, R1 and R2. up to here. So this can be substituted by 4.55 plus 7 into probability density function of R3 is 0.16, which is equal to 5.67. So this is equal to 5.67. Now similarly, for k is equal to 4. So for k is equal to 4, S4 is equal to T of R4, which is equal to 7 into summation j equals 0 to 4 PR of Rj. This is equal to 7 into PR of R0 plus 7 into PR of R1 plus 7 into PR of R2 plus 7 into PR of R3 plus 7 into PR of R4. So we know PR of R0 to PR of R3, summation of all these results with 4.55, right? No, 5.67. 5.67 plus probability density function of R4 is 0.08. So which is equal to, this results with 6.23. Okay. So now this is equal to 6.23. Next, for k is equal to 5. S5 is equal to TR of 5, which is equal to 7 into summation j equals 0 to 5 PR of Rj. So which is equal to 7 into PR of R0 plus 7 into PR of R1, 7 into PR of R2 plus 7 into PR of R3, 7 into PR of R4 plus 7 into PR of R5. So we know from PR of R0 to PR of R5 or 4, it results with 6.23. Then 7 into probability density function of R5 is 0.06, which results with 6.65. Okay, so now this is equal to 6.65. Similarly, for k is equal to 6 and for k is equal to 7, it results with 6.86 and 7.0. So this is how we find the transformation of the intensity levels using the transformation function, that is Sk is equal to T of Rk for discrete intensity levels. Now for this column, now let us plot the graph of the transformation function. So I am plotting Sk versus Rk. So Sk column versus Rk column. So now Sk is 1.33 when Rk is 0. So this is equal to 1.33, and when Rk is 1, it is 3.08. When Rk equals to, it is 4.55. When Rk equals 3, it is 5.67. When Rk equals 4, it is 6.23. For R equals 5, it is 6.65, closer to this. For R equals 6, it is 6.86. For R equals 7, it is 7. So now, this is the transformation function which we have used. So this is monotonically increasing function, and you just observe that Sk ranges from 0 to L minus 1, for Rk varying from 0 to L minus 1. So we have discussed on this regarding this in my previous session, right? So this is the transformation function. Now using this transformation function, now I have to plot histogram equalization. Okay. So first, to plot the histogram equalization of PS, that is the output probability density function versus Sk. Now we need to round up these Sk values in order to plot the graph of histogram equalization. Round off to nearest integer value, round off Sk to nearest integer value. So 1.33, I can round it off to 1. 3.08, I can round it up to 3. 4.55, nearest integer is 5. 5.67, nearest integer is 6. 6.23, nearest integer is 6. 6.65, nearest integer is 7. 6.86, nearest integer is 7. And 7, it is 7 itself. So this is the Sk value, rounded off Sk value. Now the histogram equalization, to plot the histogram equalization graph, histogram equalization. That is P of S of Sk. So now, this is the graph of probability, output probability density function versus this transformation function Sk. So this can be plotted as and this ranges from now consider the values of Sk. Now this is a graph of P of Sk versus Sk. Now the horizontal axis is Sk. Now consider the Sk is equal to 1. Now when Sk is equal to 1, now to find out the histogram equalization output probability density function Ps of Sk, this is equal to 790. The corresponding pixel is 790 divided by the total number of pixels. So this is nothing but 790 divided by 4096. This is equal to 0.19. Right. So here when Sk is equal to 1, the output probability density function is 0.19. Sorry, this is when Sk is equal to 1. 0.19. When Sk is equal to 3, now look at this column. When Sk is equal to 3, then the output probability density function is 1023 divided by the total number of pixels. So which is nothing but again 0.25 it is 0.25. So this is equal to, when Sk is equal to 3, the amplitude is 0.25. Now when Sk is equal to 5, this is equal to 850 divided by 4096. That results with 0.21. So when Sk is equal to 5, its amplitude is 0.21. Sorry, it is when Sk is equal to 5. When Sk is equal to 5, its amplitude is 0.21. Now when Sk is equal to 6, now look at this column. So here, see, till now here it is 1-to-1 mapping, 1-to-1 mapping, 1-to-1 mapping and 1-to-1 mapping, whereas here it is many-to-one mapping and again here it is many-to-one mapping, right. So whenever you have many-to-one mapping cases, here two Sk values have been mapped. So in this case, in order to find out the PS of Sk value, now you have to consider the number of pixels in having this Sk6, having the Sk value 6. Okay, so here we have 656 plus 329 whole divided by 4096, which is equal to 0.24. Okay, so now when Sk is equal to 6, the histogram equalization is 0.24. So this is equal to 0.24. Now consider the case when Sk is equal to 7. Again here many-to-one mapping. So I need to consider the number of pixels for all values of Sk. That is, when Sk is equal to 7, we have 3 discrete intensity levels of pixels, 245 plus 122 plus 81. So this is equal to 245 plus 122 plus 81 whole divided by 4096. So this results with 0.10. Okay. So now here when Sk is equal to 7, I should map this to 0.10. Okay, so now this is the histogram equalization graph. Histogram equalization graph. Okay, now look at this histogram equalization graph. Here you can observe that the intensity levels are distributed over the entire range of intensity levels and it is almost uniform. If at all you compare this with the original image, here the intensity levels are not at all uniform. So it has very varying range of intensity levels, whereas here for the histogram equalized graph, here you can observe that the intensity levels are almost constant and it is distributed over the entire range. So this image provides very high contrast. So the quality of the image is improved. So this is how you need to find out the histogram equalization for the given image. So this is one example which we have considered Okay, so for this particular image having 3-bit, that is 8 intensity levels, and the size of this image is 64 cross 64 pixels. So for this particular given image, the histogram equalization is calculated in this manner. Okay, thank you.